Your Excellency, Chancellor Angela Merkel, Your Excellency, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. Thank you to the UN Global Compact for convening this important forum and inviting me to speak today. For 70 years, the UN has been working to solve the fundamental challenges of our time: ending war, fighting poverty and disease, advancing human rights and justice. Today, we meet at a time of turmoil. To my generation, the mission of the UN has never seemed more important, and the challenges we face can't be solved now by governments alone. To meet these challenges, the UN has had to evolve. All of us who support the vision of the Global Compact recognize that governments, the private sector, and civil society must work together to achieve these global solutions. But there's more to do. We need to address new challenges and the needs of a new generation. We need to embrace new tools for people to drive social and economic progress in their communities. And that's why this morning I spoke at the Sustainable Development Summit, where I made the case for why internet access needs to be at the heart of the global development strategy. Around the world, we are seeing that lives and communities are being transformed by the power of connectivity. And I've witnessed this firsthand. In a classroom in India, a student using the internet to do her homework. In Zambia, an expectant mother is turning to a mobile app to learn how to care for her child. In Uganda, a farmer is using his mobile phone to find the best prices for his crops. But at scale, the internet is also moving societies and achieving pretty incredible scale. Just last week, after the earthquake in Chile, millions of people took to the internet to check on the safety of their friends and family, and to raise funds for the recovery. As we speak, thousands of refugees fleeing conflict in the Middle East are using mobile phones to connect with the communities they left behind. Smartphones have been essential for aid workers and journalists, helping them share the images and stories from the front lines of the refugee crisis. And this week, for the first time, the voices of millions of people of every age, background, and community are being heard as part of the Sustainable Development Summit. More than 8 million people from 194 countries have participated online in the global conversation on the post-2015 agenda, an incredible example of innovation by the UN Millennium Campaign. The power of connection is transformative. Research shows that for every 10 people who gain access to the internet, about 1 person gets lifted out of poverty. By connecting more people in developing countries, we have an opportunity to create more than 140 million new jobs, lift 160 million people out of poverty, and give more than 600 million children access to affordable learning tools. This is an opportunity that's available to all nations today. The internet is more than just a network of machines. It is the key driver of social and economic progress in our time. When people are connected, they have access to opportunities, knowledge, and resources to change their lives and achieve other fundamental social and economic rights. When communities are connected, we can lift them out of poverty. The internet helps provide education, improve healthcare, and deliver other vital services. Connectivity isn't a substitute for development, it's an enabler. The internet has also become a force for peace around the world. A like or a post won't stop a tank or a bullet, but when people are connected, we have the chance to build a common global community with a shared understanding, and that's a powerful force. When we connect the world, we can unite the nations and peoples. Now, we still have a long way to go before the full promise of the internet is a reality. For most people around the world today, connectivity isn't affordable or practical. 4 billion people don't yet have access to the internet. We need to change this. First, we need to work together to make connecting the world a priority for everyone, from governments and industry to civil society. Today, I'm pleased to announce that Facebook is partnering with the One Campaign, the One organization, and leaders and public figures all over the world to launch a global campaign to support a connectivity declaration. The declaration recognizes internet access as an important enabler of human rights. We're calling on individuals, organizations, and governments to commit to practical, accountable steps to make universal internet access a reality in the next decade as a part of the global goals. Those who have a voice must join together to give a voice to those who do not. We want to work with all of you to make this happen, and we welcome your public commitment to this campaign. Our hope is that the Connectivity Declaration will encourage more governments and companies to invest in providing voice to the voiceless and help them connect. Second, we need to ensure that technology and innovation is directed towards solving urgent human challenges. This is a principle that guides our efforts at Facebook. Facebook is already committed to helping to bring the internet to those who don't have access. And over the last few years, we've been working on a global effort called Internet.org, developing new technologies like solar-powered aircraft, low-power satellites, and laser-based communication systems that can help connect the most remote communities on Earth. And we're creating new business models to bring the internet to those who can't afford it today. But we're not alone. Our industry competes fiercely, but we applaud the efforts of other technology companies like Microsoft and Google and Ericsson, mobile operators like Vodafone, Airtel, Telefonica, and others who have made similar investments as well. Many of these companies are here today, and I want to congratulate them on their efforts. Their presence is an acknowledgement that we can and must do more. With stronger partners from government and civil society, I know that we can make progress faster. I'm also pleased to announce today that Facebook will be partnering with the UN to advance our common goals. In the short term, to address the current crisis, we will be working with UNHCR to bring the internet to refugee camps. Connectivity will help refugees better access support from the aid community and maintain their links to family and loved ones. And Facebook is in a unique position to help maintain this lifeline. The refugee crisis has seen remarkable acts of individual kindness and community support. But our collective response has not been strong enough. I hope that our contribution will inspire others to contribute where they have strengths and to find a just and peaceful solution to this crisis. Over the longer term, we want to support UNDP and other UN entities to help develop new tools to track progress towards the ambitious goals set out in the SDGs. Data can help us make smarter decisions, but only if you can interpret it quickly and with confidence. So we want to help the UN make decisions that can advance all of our goals. I want to close with a final story. Last year in Bolivia, two elementary school students, Erica and Esmeralda, won first prize in a science fair. Through their ingenuity, they managed to invent a hydraulic arm with a little more than just spare parts, nails, cans, syringes. This would have been a huge achievement for students of any age, in any place. But what made their accomplishment truly incredible was that Erica and Esmeralda did this without having access to the internet, without an entire world of information that could have helped them. They built their machine with little more than their own creativity and guesswork. How many other young people around the world are struggling to build the next great invention, business, or opportunity? How many have the talent to change the world if only they had that helping hand? If we can give everyone in the world access to the same opportunities that we all have, then we can unleash a new wave of creativity and achievement. And of course, this will improve the lives of people who are newly connected, but this isn't just altruism. Bringing new voices online and adding new ideas and perspectives to the global conversation helps all of us. New voices and new discoveries will improve all of our lives and lift all of our nations together. We all benefit when we are more connected. 70 years ago, the United Nations was founded to solve fundamental challenges. Access to the internet is a fundamental challenge of our time. We want to work with all of you guys to connect the world and to unite the nations. Thank you.